Hello everyone, my name is PolishLynx, and this is the time for another visual novel. The game, as you can read, is called Jisei, and from the music in the main menu, and generally from this background picture, I believe it might be a very good story. So let's not wait and click the new game and start it. Whoever said that your life flashes before your eyes when you die should be shot. Then maybe he'd see what it's really like. When you die, there are only two things. The first is the sudden and terrifying realization that you are dying. The second thing is the final wish. As a person dies, there's always one last thing they wish they could do before they pass on. Sometimes it's as simple as wanting to say goodbye to a loved one, but usually it's a wish full of pain and regret. It's a wish for life lived better, an angry word taken back, or a promise kept, a wish that will never be granted. Yeah, death sucks. Every single time. But I've experienced so many, I'm kinda noob to the whole thing by now. That's not to say I'm comfortable with it, I'm just used to it. After all, experiencing death is the story of my life. That music made me like that game even more, for choosing such music. And the intro was already good. Where am I? I blink slowly, trying to get my bearings. This place doesn't look familiar. Then again, it's been 3 years since anything has looked familiar to me. I yawn as my mind slowly clears. The room I'm in is filled with the scent of freshly ground coffee. I hear something. A machine steam? Right, I'm in a coffee shop in some city called Edgewater. It's my second day in this city. Judging from the empty cup on the table in front of me, I stopped here for a coffee because I was getting sleepy. And then I fell asleep. Typical. I guess even a triple shot mocha latte isn't enough to keep me up these days. I wonder if I should get another one. Why not? I head over to a counter. No one else is in the line since it's still afternoon. The girl at the counter grins as soon as she sees me.
Did you have a nice nap?
Oh, there's voice acting. That's great. That never happened before in the visual novel I played and recorded. Except Narkizu, but it was in Japanese and it was only part. However, I loved Narkizu. Hopefully this game will be as good. At least as good. You saw me?
Don't worry, you weren't snoring or anything. But I'd wipe that drool off your face if I were you.
What?
I'm kidding. You're fine.
She laughs and winks at me. She has a great voice, by the way. What was that?
Whoa, are you okay?
I guess not. Yeah. Yeah.
You look like you want to hurl.
Why am I feeling this now? There shouldn't be any reason.
Hey, if you're not feeling well, the bathrooms are down that hallway.
Yeah, thanks. I grabbed the counter for support and stumbled off in the direction she's pointing. My head is hurting even more now, and if I'm feeling this sick, it can only mean one thing. Someone has died. As I walk down the hallway, I see the door to the woman's bathroom is wide open. You were kidding me. I wish this were a joke, but the incessant throbbing in my head tells me otherwise. Lying on the tile floor of the woman's bathroom is the corpse of a woman. I entered the restroom, gagging at the smell of the restroom's flowery perfume and disinfectant. The knife sticking out of her chest doesn't make me terribly optimistic about what I'm about to do next. I hope she died quickly, otherwise this is going to end up being very unpleasant. I glance around quickly to make sure no one's looking before I reach forward and touch her arm. I brace myself for the sudden pain in my chest, but it never comes. I can breathe. I try to open my mouth, but it refuses to open. Something is on my face. I want to tear it away, but someone is holding me down. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I only wish that. As I open my eyes, I instinctively gasp for air. I know I wasn't actually suffocating, but it's still a reflex. My brain always remembers the pain of every death I experience, even though none of them are mine. I'm suddenly aware of someone staring at me from the hallway.
What did you do?
A woman is standing behind me, staring in horror at the dead body lying on the restroom floor. I didn't... Oh, that was fast. Wait! I see and had hung my head. This isn't going to end well. Then again, it never does.
Hey, kid! Move away from the body!
A man strides briskly down the hallway towards me. His voice and demeanor are sharp, fluid, and commanding. Even without the uniform, it's obvious he's some sort of man of the law, considering what he's wearing. I'd guess police officer. Sorry, officer. I promise, I didn't move anything. He looks surprised.
Officer?
You're not? Sorry. My dad was a police officer and you look kinda like him. I mean, you carry yourself the same way.
Your dad was an officer? Which precinct?
He sounds skeptical. I guess I can't blame him. I don't remember. It was a while back when we still lived in Los Angeles. He raises a knowing eyebrow, as if he's just caught me in a lie, but he doesn't comment on it.
I see. Well, why don't you come with me?
Sure. I follow the officer back into the main area of the shop. The woman who first saw me is standing by one of the tables looking shaken. The only other people in the shop are the girl who works here and the guy who looks like he's in college.
Excuse me, everyone. I'd like your attention for a moment. I'm Detective Mikolaj Gursky.
The detective pauses for a moment. It looks like he's trying to choose his words carefully.
Unfortunately, a dead body has just been discovered on this premises.
What? But how? I mean, who?
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the situation yet. Because of this, I'm going to have to ask you all to stay here until the police come.
Until they come? You mean the police aren't here yet? What about you?
I'm technically not on duty right now, I just happen to be here.
I see.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with each of you separately for just a little bit. It'll help move the investigation along if I can start collecting information now. Is that okay?
Sure. Anything to help.
Yeah, it's okay with me.
Yes. It's fine.
What about you, kid?
It's fine with me.
Right. Then we'll start with you. Come with me, please.
Detective Gursky motions for me to follow him to the hallway, away from the rest of the coffee shop. As we walk down the hallway, I can't help but stare at the body in the bathroom. Detective Gursky glances at me and gently kicks the door of the bathroom. It swings in and bounces gently off the wall, closing with a soft toot.
How are you feeling?
Fine, I guess.
You just saw a dead body and you're fine?
He frowns at me.
Never mind. Let's just start with your name.
I'd rather not say.
Why not?
Because I'd rather not.
An officer of the law is asking you a question.
Then I plead the fifth.
The Fifth Amendment is only applicable to testifying under oath in a court of law or other tribunal.
Then I invoke my Miranda rights. Detective Gursky stares at me impassively. It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but I doubt he's pleased.
Fine, no name then. Why don't you tell me what happened today?
I wonder why he doesn't want to tell the name. You mean about when I found the body?
Anything you think is pertinent?
Well, I came in here around noon today. I ordered a coffee, drank it, and fell asleep.
You fell asleep after you drank a triple shot mocha latte?
How do you know what I drank? Detective Gursky nods at the empty cup on the table where I was sleeping.
Saw you snoozing when I came in. The mocha latte checkbox is checked off on the side of the cup, and the maroon sleeve around the cup is only used for triple shots. I am a detective, you know.
And a serious one at that. He's even reading my dreams when he's off duty. Well, I woke up about 10 minutes ago, I guess. Maybe less. Gursky glanced at the clock on the wall.
So, around 2:40, you'd say?
I guess so. I was just about to get another drink when I suddenly started to feel sick.
Ah, yes, I did see you looking a little ill when you were at the counter.
The girl at the counter told me I should go to the bathroom, and when I went, I saw the body lying there.
What were you doing in the women's bathroom?
The door was already open. I saw her from the hallway.
Did you touch her?
Even if I say no, they probably think fine, my prints on her anyway. Yeah.
And why were you touching her?
I wanted to see if she was okay. I didn't know she was dead at the time. The detective nods understandingly, but I doubt he believes me. An idiot could have seen the knife in that woman's chest from at least 10 feet away.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I think there's something weird about all of this, but maybe I should keep it to myself for now. I don't know about that. Vision saw victim suffocating to death, his dick was stabbed in the chest from the front. Not really.
Then please wait in the main area.
Sure. If Gursky follows me and narrates to the rest of the people in the coffee shop.
Would anyone like to go next?
I'll go.
The woman raises her hand timidly, and Gursky nods at her.
Then follow me.
I sink down into one of the chairs and close my eyes. This doesn't make any sense. The woman in the restroom has a knife in her chest, no doubt. But in my vision, she was being suffocated. Then again, my vision did cut off before it finished. That woman interrupted me. I wish I could read the body again, but I'm sure to get caught if I even try to get close to the body. Somehow, it doesn't really seem worth the risk. I guess I'll just have to approach this from a different angle. Move, examine room, talk. Let's talk with coffee shop girl. Because she has a nice voice. The girl who works at the shop is sitting a few tables away from me, staring at the ground. She looks up and notices that I'm looking in her direction.
Surreal, isn't it?
Huh?
Knowing you're in the same building as a dead body, I mean.
She smiles apologetically at me.
By the way, my name's Chance.
That's a nice name. Chance, that sounds like such a fake name. It's a nice name, come on, man. Rather unusual name you have.
get that a lot.
That was a bad choice of me to say that.
The truth is, I changed my name. My parents named me Bertha.
I get now why you changed your name.
That's not exactly a good name for a famous singer.
You're a famous singer?
Not yet, but I wanna be. I know it's a crazy dream, but I'm willing to take the chance. That's why I chose that name. Get it? Chance? I'm pretty cheesy, huh?
Maybe not cheesy, but I think the name Bertha actually means famous. So really, you had a good name in the first place.
Really? I didn't know that. You're pretty smart.
Thank you. Not particular, I just like to pay attention to names and what they mean.
That's cool. I know someone just like you.
I seriously doubt that. What should I ask? Do you know anything about the woman? Do you think the kid is still around? Do you know about the woman? Anything about the woman who died?
Nothing comes to mind. I saw her go to the bathroom earlier, but I wasn't paying attention. Still, I think I would have recognized her if she was someone I knew.
Do you remember what time you saw her?
Maybe around 2 o'clock? I'm not sure.
What makes you think it was 2 o'clock?
Well, my shift starts around then, and she came in a little bit after I did. She looked like a secretary, so I thought it was weird that she'd come during working hours.
That's weird, actually. I see. Do you think Killer is still around?
I sure hope not.
Chance shivers.
I don't know why he'd stick around anyway. Doesn't a murderer usually run after he kills someone?
How do I know that? Good point.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Yes, you are interrupting. And that's the reason why we'll continue this in the next episode. I hope you enjoy it. I did. And see you. Bye.